Reaver Scarabs is better than tank shots. They don't do splash damage to your own units. That's just awesome. Like, now that I think about it, that's almost like kind of cheap almost. You know, like you think tanks with their big booms do damage to their own units. You think Reavers would too, but they don't, which is really awesome for Protoss players that have good Reaver micros, and not me. And Vulture's coming in here, gonna try and get. Oh, sneaking by the third base. Bisu failed. Bisu failed. Bisu did not wall that off. He's gonna lose a ton of probes here, losing like 6 or 7 probes. Oh, that's a huge fail, Bisu. What the hell? That should be like, oh, that's awful. Like, Bisu should have had that practiced out to a science. I can't believe he allowed that to happen. And I think that might still be there. I think it might. Oh, wow. I mean, you don't expect to see mistakes like that from a guy like Bisu. Like, maybe from, I don't know. Oh, wait, no. Sayre's not even a Protoss player. Sayre's a Terran player. I don't know. Maybe from, like, Hexu, he would maybe expect to see that kind of sloppy play, but not from the Beastinator, not from Bisu. And actually, it looks like that 4G is gonna finally block it off, and he's gonna be able to get the third base up and running. And throwing down that Reaver again, gonna pick up a couple of the mines along with the Vulture as well. Might be able to pick up another Vulture if he really dedicated, but no, he's not going to. But he's lost like half a dozen, maybe 8 or 9 probes total, which is not very good. Third command center being built by Mind inside of his natural. He'll be able to just float that over to the right to the 530 base and get his third base up and running, and I think he'll be able to do that with relative ease. It's a very long distance for Bisu to really get over there and stop it, so I think Bisu's going to be forced to not really heavily contest this. He can try, I suppose, with Reaver harassment or maybe send some stuff that way, but I don't think it's very wise. I don't think that he'll be able to really sustain too much in that area. Also got a Stargate going down. This will probably be for Arbiter Tech. Don't imagine him, don't really see him going carriers, and I don't really know how often I've seen Bisu go carriers, like, period. Just thinking about it in my head, I can't remember the last time I saw Bisu go carriers. I'm sure he has. He's a Protoss player. If you can find me a Protoss player who hasn't gone carriers, I don't even know. I don't even know what I would do, but I'd be in shock, that's for sure. I would absolutely be in shock if you can find me a Protoss player who never goes carriers. Bisu's gonna take his 4th base. It looks like here at the 1130 base. He's gonna stay up that 1 base that he needs to on Terran. Mind is gonna get the 3rd base up and running before Bisu gets his 4th, just as he got his natural ahead of Bisu. But still pretty even overall. We got 1 forward spinning right now for Bisu. Maybe get a 2nd forward up and running, get a 2nd forward spinning. We got the shuttle coming out here again. He knows that there's a lot of turrets over there, so I don't know what he really is expecting to do from this region, unless he is getting speed shuttle at this time. That would just be, I don't know, wasteful, way too late. He's got a cannon coming down in his main as well, gonna help, just in case there's some drop ship play coming up or something like that. Arbiter Tribunal getting going quite good. We'll be able to see some Arbiter play from Bisu, and Vulture's coming out again as well. Gonna go to that 3rd or the 4th base, gonna try and do some damage, and Dragoons being late to pick them off. Jeez, Bisu just seems a little bit off, just mistiming things here and there. And actually looks like these Vultures are gonna head towards the main / natural, gonna try and get in here. And if Bisu can stop them on the ramp, these Vultures are gonna still get some kills. Gonna get maybe 4 or 5 kills, throwing down some mines as well. But the mines aren't doing too much, but the Vultures do get another half dozen probe kills, maybe more, maybe even more, like 8 or 9 again. So Bisu's lost a lot of probes this game already. Some good economic harassment being done by Mind. You can kind of see why. I don't know if it's sloppy play by Bisu or Mind just like, I don't know. Mind just has a good feeling of on Boxer and is able to do a lot of damage to him. Really successful here so far. More successful than I would have imagined. And oh my god, he's gonna pick off more probes on this transfer. I mean, this is like 20 probes now lost for the Bisu. That's so awful. And some mines doing some damage here as well to a couple of Dragoons too. So these Vultures just great harassment right now by Mine. Certainly not like, I don't know if I would go like Tornado Terran style of awesome Vulture play, but certainly some very good Vulture play so far, and able to pick off a couple of these probe transfers, finding some sloppy holes by Bisu, and just taking advantage of everything that's given to him while he macros up off the 3 base, and he'll be able to get to 200 in not too long, really. Oh, Bisu, what are you doing? Oh, Bisu's being sloppy. Oh, Bisu being very, very sloppy, losing 3 Dragoons and almost a 4th just to like 3 mines, not having any Observers with him, not really microing at all. Also looks like he did not rally one of his gateways. Bisu just seems a little bit off in this game. He has an Arbiter coming up, second forge coming up as well. Bisu just making some mistakes here. It's very surprising to see these mistakes from the Bisu. We're going to see the first-person view here of Bisu, as he is macroing up a pretty solid force right now. But Mind's force is pretty impressive itself, so I don't know if Bisu does not want to fight right now. He's only got one Arbiter right now. I don't think it even has stasis right now. He's also throwing up his 5th base at the 1 o'clock main right now. And some vultures coming out here again. This time I don't think they'll be as successful. A bunch of mines being thrown down, but Bisu's got observers, and he's getting hit by these mines. Actually, these mines actually doing a lot of damage again. Wow, wow, Mind. Wow. That was impressive. That was very impressive vulture play by Mind. Mind is absolutely impressing me today. It's some great play, and Bisu being a little bit sloppy again, taking a couple hits from Mind. It's so disappointing. Dropship coming out again. Probably gonna have 4 vultures. Gonna try and drop that in at the 11:30 position. Not 11:30. 1 o'clock. Actually, yeah. Actually, he might be turning back towards Bisu's mains and 11:30, but it might get picked off by all these dragoons and things being ushered into that area. This is a huge force being moved in that area by Bisu. I don't know. I'd almost say it's an over pursuit right now. There's a ton of force going in that area just for like 3 vultures. Probably didn't need to send that much. And it looks like the vultures got dropped, picked back up, and Mind just flies them back south. Oh no, they didn't get picked up. They were just hiding in the corner, and Bisu finds them and takes them down. But that dropship is going to head south and is going to get away here. It's nice and easy. Surprisingly enough, Bisu hasn't taken his 4th gas. I would have thought he would have taken that 4th gas, really gotten dual arbiters, maybe get some storms as well, and just try and really out-tech Mind, really get the tech going, gas-heavy units. And Bisu, if he tries to move in right now with that shuttle, is going to get absolutely pizzoned, because there's like 7 turrets in that area. He doesn't really have much of a chance at all. There's 5 turrets there. And mines are being placed as well, so Mind also preparing for a recall. And his main, gonna throw down mines everywhere. Gonna just make this very, very difficult. But I have seen it before where I think Bisu himself goes past the normal recall spot. Does look like he's preparing for a recall, maybe? No, he's moving his forces again. But he goes past the place where you normally expect a recall and kind of just finds like an odd place. And recalls there where there really aren't normally mines placed, and he does very, very well, throwing down a second reinforcement area with tons of gateways at the 1 o'clock position. So he's got another half dozen 8 gateways there or so, and that will be a second reinforcement slot for him. Definitely very good for him. He'll be able to reinforce, and should Mind push on either his main or his new expansions, Mind would be flanked by one of the reinforcement routes, so that's really, really good for him for Mind. For Bisu. Bisu playing very tactically smart right now. It does look like Mind is not researching at his armory. That's what